That phone might fall. Like you. Just gonna see how that works. All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashurim Chakudash. All right, I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Root Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahab, Spirit Wind Judah. All right, and I was pitched the idea. Me and a brother were talking about women, right? Because you got sisters in Israel who are supportive of the ministry. All right, going back to the book of Acts, you had the widows who serve. All right, so, were supportive in the ministry. All right, you have sisters now. All right, who follow the Lamb. All right, and they assist in the ministry. All right, sisters make garments for brothers. All right, you have sisters that it makes soaps. All right, you have sisters that make oils and perfumes and different sprays, and not only do they just make it, it's a certain spirit. I would think, I speak as a man, but it's a certain spirit on those sisters to do certain things that forward the ministry or assist brothers who forward the ministry, the same way as a certain spirit on the brothers, all right, the forward the ministry, the push. All right, it's a certain spirit on Jake, man. All right, to go out there on the highways and the byways, man. Cause I speak for myself. I'm a low key guy. You know what I mean? When I'm outside my element, like I'm pretty low key. I'm kind of like a chameleon. You know what I mean? And I know certain brothers, man. They could be socially reclusive. All right, kind of solitary. One might say they're introverted. All right, but when they put that garment on, man, also known as that cape, it's like, who is that brother? So it's a certain spirit on really those who follow the Lamb, man. All right, it's a certain spirit on brothers to do lessons. Oh, you go on the highways and the byways, they're possessed. So you have when you think about being possessed, you think about a sinister movie such as The Exorcist. All right, you think about certain movies where a woman is possessed by a demon, and that very well happens. That happens. But then you have a righteous possession. All right, the prophets were possessed by the Holy Spirit. All right, when they had certain revelations and they wrote them down on tablets, man, or on scrolls. All right, you had men of the Lord who were possessed. All right, so you have now back in revisiting Babylon, and the Most High rose up prophets. All right, he also has a certain spirit, on women. All right, Israelite women who forth the ministry, man. All right, through their gifts. All right, because you see some of the things they make, and it's like, damn, you gotta have a certain spirit on you to make certain garments the way brothers and they make them. All right, to make certain oils. All right, but and I'm saying that to say, all right, and the brother brought out a point, the brother Ayash brought out a point. He was like, if 20% of our women were basically productive, how would you think our nation would be, man? Like if 20% of Israelite women put their energy into building the nation of Israel, how do you think we'll be? And that brought me back to a situation on I worked two different jobs, and these are two different time periods. But like I said, I was a quiet Jake that just worked. I wasn't very social. And some of my coworkers looked at it like, well, he's antisocial. But my supervisors, they love me, man. And the supervisor told me personally, I think he wrote it like on a card, like a holiday card, like if I have 5 of you, like this whole work shift for change. Then fast forward years later, I had another plant manager. He was like, man, if I could just copy and paste you, because I was productive. Yeah, see, we go out here and curse out the so-called white man, but hey, Baruch 3 and 8, man, we subject to payments, and we gonna serve our enemy. And if you pay me to do something, I'm gonna do it. All right. So I wasn't no lazy Jake that just hated Esau. Like, nah, when I clock in, I put in work. All right. But the point was, I was productive. I was productive towards that business, which made the job easier for the plant managers, which made the job easier for the supervisors. All right. It was production. All right. See, Isaiah 4:1. I'm discussing things right now, but let me just get the scriptures too. because at the end of the day, this is really the Holy Spirit speaking. All right. But when a king comes into power, the people that he brings into his kingdom, they have to be beneficial to his kingdom. You see, they have to be assets. And once again, we looked up the word asset, and it went back to satisfy or to satiate. Which satiate goes back to the word satisfy. Okay. So how do you satisfy your kingdom? All right, by recruiting benefits within your kingdom. All right. This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. But those are women who are begging to really be declothed from the garment of westernization, all right, to be and be clothed under your legacy. All right, because right now your last name has nothing. See, we've discontinued from the traditions of our forefather. All right, when a woman is under your bloodline, under your pedigree, and she inherits things that you inherit because she's your wife, how she levels up. All right, but we lost that. So a woman having your last name now doesn't mean shit. All right, she better off keeping her last name. She, you know what I mean? She might make more than you, so that don't really mean nothing. But when Esau's kingdom collapsed, all right, her little goddess persona is gonna collapse. And what Isaiah 4:1 is explaining is that these women are explaining to you, like they're on a job interview, how they are assets. Kings recruit assets. All right. Only in Esau's kingdom is a woman an asset, and she's thick. All right. Only in Esau's kingdom is a woman an asset because she's thick. All right. But this is not to degrade women, so to speak. All right. Because quite frankly, the 2/3 of our women, they've degraded themselves. D means back or away. Grade means like quality. I'm sorry. Grade means step. Like you graduate, grade. So really women have stepped back. They've discontinued from the ways of their foremothers. They've stepped back from how they used to be. Okay? But when a woman is an asset, that enhances your existence, man. See, when you bring things into your world, they have to enhance your existence. They have to be an extended hand. You see? And women have gifts. You know, we get on women, but the reality is women have gifts within their femininity. All right? Women have gifts within their feminine energy. When a woman is in tune with her feminine energy, she exudes a nourishing energy. All right? She exudes a nourishing energy, a nourishing spirit. All right? For example, if you've had a long day at work in a righteous construct, right, you will go home to your woman, and that'll take that edge off of you. Her voice is supposed to bring that testosterone down a little bit, take that edge down, like, you know, get that lion back mellow, man. Just her voice alone. It's okay, baby. You want to talk? You want to talk about it? You know, you had a long day. You want to talk about it? Okay, it's okay. You know, you can just start it back up tomorrow. She's supposed to have some type of calm and collection in her voice because she's a nourisher. All right. The woman is like the earth. All right. You go, just how you go to the earth for nutrients. The word nutrients means to nourish. The word nutrient means to nourish. That's where we get nursed from. A nurse nourishes. They're all the same thing. But a woman is supposed to nourish you, whether it's in her femininity, all right, her spirit, all right, her calmness, all right. And you know, I'm freestyling it right now, looking for the scripture that there be kindness and meekness in her tongue. It might be Sirach 26, might not be. You know, let me just look for it. All right. Because like I said, a woman, because women want power so bad, but they want power within a masculine frame. You will never fully achieve that. All right. And have a man at the same time, you know? All right, but women do have power. They have power in their feminine frame. All right, you have the power to empower your man. You have the power to make him feel like he could take the world. That's what you want. Because if he take the world, guess what? You inherit whatever he has. You in the council too. Fuck to hell with you trying to take the world, Keisha. All right, empower him to take the world. That's your gift. You see? Hey, there we go. Sirach 36 and 22, and I believe it's that verse right after it, brother. And the water, my brother. All right, Sirach 36 and 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man love nothing better. If there be kindness and meekness and comfort, a woman empowers through her comfort, man. All right, she's nourishing. Femininity nourishes, man. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see, it's okay, baby. You know, massaging your man. You could go on YouTube for sisters who got men or whatever. You could go on YouTube and look up massaging methods. What oils work well with the skin. You know, light them. You know, I can't. You know, I'm not going out. I can't go out into your personal situation, but you know what I mean. All right, and it's power in that. You see, when a woman is in her role, that's not to oppress her and to make your relationship, so-called relationship, reflective of the movie Color Purple. All right, no, it's just this yin and the yang, man. It's this dynamic duo. All right, and that's the power couple. You know, not two rich couples. All right, but no, when a man is in his masculine and a woman is in her feminine, all right, that creates that perfect dynamic duo, man. That's power, man. All right. Sirach 36 and 23. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then it's not her husband like other men. All right. See? Because when a woman is feminine, like something other Yashawamba will get into, when a woman is feminine, that boosts up a man's testosterone, man. You know? It boosts up. But the Most High set up our women to have an evil eye and ultimately to extend that oppression from Esau. So areas where Esau couldn't get us through systemic oppression, she could get us really through domestic oppression, through verbal abuse, gaslighting, belittling, henpecking, basically killing your courage. See, every superhero has a weakness and a strength. And the so-called black man, Hispanic and Native American man, all right, your strength is in your confidence. Your strength is in your courage. Like you feel good about yourself. And that's something that Dr. Shahrazad Ali said. She was like the so-called black man, basically his secret weapon, his strong point is really when he feels good about himself. So there's a demonic agenda, all right, from a lot of our women by way of the spiritual demon Satan. In her mind, she got to kill your confidence, man. All right? Because what you're going to do in this earth is the result of your confidence level. If you think like a king, you're going to do king stuff. You're going to move like a king. If you think you're a peasant, you're going to move on that low level, man. All right? So what you produce in this earth and how you move as a man is a result of how you feel about yourself. But the people you surround yourself by is essentially your woman. All right? That determines how you feel about yourself, man. If you got a woman who feels like she settled for you, you know, or the end result of you being around her is that your self-esteem is lowering, all right, you might have to consider if she's an asset. All right? And I'm not telling brothers to lead a woman or nothing like this. I'm speaking in general. I don't know your situation. All right, but the point is, women's roles are important when it comes to nation building. Esau just put a false sense of importance of our women through vanity. And that vanity was how they look. And that's contrary to our forefathers. And let me get that. All right. Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. So is that to say, if you see a woman that's thick, you got to act like you don't see it? That's not what they're saying. They're saying that a woman has duties to fulfill. And that's what creates that efficiency, as the brother broke it down. That dynamic duo of that perfect masculine and feminine, where the woman is a nourisher and you are traditionally a provider, this time you might be like a financial safety net. So if she come up broke, then you might have the money, or whatever, man. All right, but that masculine and femininity, man. Okay, all right. That's why I said stumble not at the beauty of a woman, man. All right, because once again, imagine if Yahweh Shai put that crown in your head right now. He told you, you got this land right here. I'm going to allot to you. All right, your inheritance. All right, is going to be this particular land, and it's basically like a country the size of, I don't know, Texas. Let's just say your inheritance was a country the size of Texas. Then Yahweh Shai told you, I need you to gather 300 women. Make that 3,000 women. All right, they're gonna forge your legacy. All right, let's just say 300, man. I'm just gonna, I'll keep it simple. You're gonna have 300 women. All right, and I want you to pull, as far as men who gonna forge your kingdom, to build, forge your kingdom, right? Architects, engineers. What type of women are you gonna get? Are you gonna get these thick ass women with these cheap ass yoga pants on, these big ass eyelashes and these lace fronts, and take pictures of themselves all day, but throughout their whole life they haven't accumulated any real value? No. That's why I said a harlot should be counted as spittle. You're gonna get women who could actually enhance your kingdom. All right, it'll behoove you. All right, it'll behoove you. And that's what Isaiah 4:1 is about. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off as I'm ranting. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as though I'm ranting. All right, but that's what Isaiah 4:1 is about. That's the beginning of the kingdom, man. It's not like the brother broke down. I think it's the elder brother said Isaiah 4:1 is not gonna be a rap video, man. You're receiving the kingdom, like you're in the beginning phases of being a king, man. And you're gonna have these women are advertising themselves to you like, this is what I have to bring to the table to be a part of your name, to be a part of your legacy. This is what I have to offer, man. All right, all right. So beauty is gonna be a small factor. When you have an abundance mindset, how a woman look, that's the bare minimum, man. And that's part of a ruling class mentality. And Esau wants us to be happy little peasants that's happy to get a piece of meat, man. Slaves to our impulse, man. All right. But a woman's real, and the way you can determine a woman's real value, if you take her off the grid. What I mean by take that, somebody's real, somebody really stands in society, and you could take who they are and what they do off the grid. Imagine Gucci Mane living off the grid. You know what I mean by off the grid, right? Like you're not on Esau, you're not in his power structure, so you could get a job and work, or be an entrepreneur and start a business, or sell drugs or play basketball. Like, nah, nigga, you in the woods, and you got to take the elements and make this shit inhabitable. Now you're gonna see where Eve values come in. Now you're gonna see where these wicked 2/3 niggas value come in. And you're gonna find out real quick, them niggas don't have value. All right. But men who actually know how to utilize the earth, all right, to sustain their people, they don't have any value on this side. You see? Isaiah 4:1, it's about women explaining to you how they're gonna be able to forward your legacy. Because as it says in the scriptures, it's gonna be known in that same land where we will put to shame that we are the sons of the living God. So women, it's gonna be, at some point, it's gonna be known the Most High with them. When the king of Esau's kingdom starts to collapse, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It's the translation of power. So when the ball is in your court, all right, when the power is in your hand, women are gonna make an effort to get in get in the winning team. Naturally so. All right. Let me get there right quick, bro. All right. Hey, it's a train start blowing that horn. Hey, when I said that, man, hey, the ball's about to be in our court. That's another lesson, man. But women in their element, they have I make an effort to think outside of Esau's concrete jungle. Ask myself, what role will women play, man? All right. But women, a lot of women, they grow a garden. That's important for the offspring, man. Women love power, not looks. The first person that came to mind when you said that, brother, was Bone Crusher, Rick Ross, Biggie Smalls, all right, Flavor Flav, all right. You know, it's that power, man. All right. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir. But what makes a man precious? That power. It's that power that you have ownership of the planet Earth, man. All right. So a woman has to persuade you, look, I can be an asset to what you have. I can be an asset to your estate. This is what I have to bring. So when you are choosing these women per se, it ain't gonna be off your libido, just your, oh, she bad, oh hell yeah. Nah, because when you have power, you don't think about it like that. It's like, what? And then we're gonna have to travel light. The scripture says that we're gonna be as pilgrims. So let's say we moving as pilgrims and people want to come with you. Well, it only makes sense the people that want to come with you, they have to be an asset, man. How will you benefit me by me bringing it to you by me bringing you into this limited space with these limited resources, man? Although the scripture says we're gonna have abundance, but we're still gonna be probably allotting food out. You know how that goes. I don't know how it's gonna play out specifically. I'm only navigating through the scriptures. But the spaces in between that, I can only speculate, man. All right? But Isaiah 4:1, first of all, that's survival mode for the women. And secondly, that's you bringing things into your legacy. You see? Because you know how to twerk. That's going to make me look at you like she's an asset. You see? Don't you know that kings didn't even deal with harlots like that? All right? Isaiah 24:6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Kind. You see? Both of y'all brothers got this scripture come. You see? But hey, the role of a woman is important because, like I said, who nourishes a child? Who nourishes sons and daughters? Traditionally, the woman. All right? Who, brings the child from that infant state to the state of a toddler or a young child, man? A woman. Who's supposed to heal the men and the little ones when they get sick or they have injuries? The woman. The word nurse means nourish. So all women in their natural right are supposed to be nurses. Domestically, at least. All right? That's why so many women are what? Nurses. All right? Like I said, women cooking. Hey, man, cooking. Anybody that mess with the kitchen knows that cooking is a skill. Cooking is a skill, man. And you can save a lot of money if somebody's in your house cooking. And you reserve your health by cooking from the stove as opposed to going out all the time, man. That sustains your health better, man. All right? But, hey, like this guy, Kevin Samuel, well, not this guy, like Kevin Samuel would say, one of his last videos, he was like, women want to go from modern to marriage. But you got to detox from being modern in order to really get received by a man, especially, a man that's got himself together. All right? Because it's not all Eve's fault. She's been infected with westernization. So if you could detox from westernization, you will increase your so-called marriage market value. All you got to do is come back to your home, come back to Jerusalem spiritually. Go back to the ways of your foremothers. All right, Sarah. All right, Susanna, Judith. All right. All you got to do is go from serving the king of Babylon to serving the Israelite man. You see? And you got to be, although, like the elder Pastor Bar said, the vision was given to men, but you got to act like a visionary. You got to see the bigger picture before all other women see it, man. That's how you get your kudos, man. But I'm not going to keep ranting. but I do enjoy this live stream. All right, that you see the real. You can see the role of a woman. All right, you see where a woman really stands when a grid shuts off. All right, when they unplug that grid, man. All right, pull the cord on the grid. Now you're gonna see where a woman value stands. Then you're gonna see where a man value stands, man. Because women, they foot have been set in slippery places, just like the elites. The average American, all right, they live their whole life on the grid. I want to say 90%. I think somebody brought out a study that if the grid were to shut off, 90% of people would die. You know? So what happens is, like Elder Pastor Ramla would go into, these cities were really made for women. You see? Because it's designed to create convenience. And that convenience makes you comfort. But that comfort makes you proud, man. It makes you proud because you literally don't need a man. All right? But what happens once that grid gets shut off and that comfort gets taken from you? All right? It's the brother Kadash Saz, Wisdom of Solomon 9:18. For so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom. Hey, and wisdom is the foundation of a kingdom, pursuant to Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. All right, but Yahweh Shai is day by day conditioning our mindsets to think like kings and to be kings, man, and to move like kings, to move like royalty. And we don't have to wait till Isaiah 4:1 or the absolute end to start acting like kings, man. All right, it's all about a mindset. A man that has a ruling class mentality, he just has a different mindset than a man who has a servant class mentality. All right, 2/3 of our people, they're content with the king of Babylon being in power. But the 1/3, they want to be in power, man. They don't want to be under this damn devil. But that's pretty much the point, man. A woman in her real femininity, a woman in her natural Yahweh given role, that's power. It empowers the man. But in turn, that puts her in the place of power. All right? It starts now. All right? Like I said, femininity is a powerful, nourishing energy, man. All right? Like the man is like the sun, all right, the woman is like the moon. But hey, that moon is powerful, man. All right? Hey, but with that though, all you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemal Shai by Shemar Chakudash, double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Hey, Abba, come Yasha Allah. Hey, Shalom. Shalom. Hey, the ball about to be in our court. Khan, Shalom.